What's up guys, I'm Duncan, and a lot of buyers today are asking the question, what does it take to buy a home? So today we're going to talk about 4 different elements that are very important in the home buying process. One of the most important things is earnest money and down payment. Buyers do have to bring money to the table when purchasing a home. And the first step is your earnest money. Typically 1% of the purchase price will be put at the title office to show that you are earnest in fact buying the home. So the down payment is actually going to be governed by the lender. You might get a loan program that allows for you to put 3.5% down. You could get a 5% conventional loan or a 10%, maybe even 20% down payment. But usually the lender is going to let you know what you qualify for. So a 3.5% down payment is an FHA loan. It's a federally funded and backed loan program that allows for the minimum down payment. So you'll actually be financing 96.5% and you'll be putting 3.5% down. So in a $200,000 purchase, 3.5% would be $7,000 as a down payment. So the second most important element is the closing cost and the prepaids. Closing costs are actually going to include your lender, for example. Their cost for doing business is a loan origination fee. You're also going to have a title company fee called an escrow fee. You're going to have an appraiser who's going to charge you to actually value the property. You'll have a survey. The survey is going to cost you as well, in addition to other due diligence, like you might inspect the home to decide whether or not there's going to be repairs involved or not. All of that costs money and is a part of the closing cost. The second part of that is your prepaids. You see, whenever you get a mortgage, you'll have what's considered an escrow where your insurance and your taxes will all be lumped together and they'll be helping you take care of those payments on a monthly basis. So whenever you make one payment to your lender, you're actually making 3. You're making your lender payment to your principal and your interest, and then it's also paying your taxes and your insurance. So in order to get that money into an account and ready for your payments, you'll have to give the prepaids up front. Typically is around 4 months worth of an insurance premium for the year and about 6 months worth of the taxes for the year. But that is paid up front and will be included in your closing costs and prepaids whenever you go to the closing table. The third most important element of the buying process and your money is additional funds in the event of a short appraisal. You see, in some cases where you're buying a $200,000 property, the lender's asking you to put 5% down and you're financing, let's say, $190,000. Well, if the home appraises for $190,000, then the lender is going to require that you pay the difference in cash. In a seller's market, when prices are increasing, it's common for a buyer to come to the table with additional funds in the event of a short appraisal. Just be sure to be prepared in the event that you have a short appraisal, you might need some extra funds. The fourth element of the buying process is moving. It is expensive to move. Whether you're hiring movers or you're buying or renting a moving truck, you are going to have an expense of relocating your personal elements into the new property that you've just bought. If you hire local movers, it could cost you thousands of dollars, but it could also make life a lot easier. But if you are going to move your things in, say, a moving truck, and maybe you're just moving down the street, from boxes and storage, there are many things to consider. It's also likely that once you get into your new place, you're going to be buying things to fill up those rooms. You might have an unexpected purchase of a new couch or dining room table. If you are moving into a new home, please don't forget that this is one expense that a lot of people leave out. Moving expenses need to be considered. So in the example of our $200,000 purchase, if you're getting an FHA loan, which would allow for a 3.5% down payment, you'd be financing 96.5%, which means that you would need $7,000 for your down payment and your earnest money. $2,000 would be due at the contract time, and 30 days later at closing, you would have to put $5,000 as the balance of your down payment. Your closing costs and prepaids would probably total around $6,000. And let's just say, for example, that the home came in short on the appraisal of $2,000 short. That means you would have to add $2,000 to your out-of-pocket expenses. If you're moving, let's say, from Dallas to Lubbock on a 3-bedroom home relocation, you'd probably spend somewhere around $2,500 to move all of your personal items from there to here. And in that example, you would have to spend $17,500 just to get started in the process of purchasing a new home. All of these things are expenses that a lot of people don't consider when purchasing their first home. So if you are in the market to be buying a home, maybe this video could help you allocate your funds so that you'd be more prepared. If you found this content helpful, then smash the like button or subscribe to our page so you'll be notified the instant that we upload new content.